October 2, 1980. Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas. Muhammad Ali, 38 years old, steps through the ropes for his 61st professional fight. His opponent, Larry Holmes, the reigning heavyweight champion, younger, faster, hungrier. Holmes was Ali's former sparring partner. He knows every move, every tell. The fight is scheduled for 15 rounds. It lasts 10. Holmes batters Ali relentlessly, jabs to the face, hooks to the body, punches Ali can't see coming. Ali covers up, barely throws back. Between rounds, his trainer, Angelo Dundee, begs him to quit. Ali refuses. By round 9, his face is swollen beyond recognition. By round 10, his corner stops the fight. It's the only time in Ali's career he fails to finish. But here's what the broadcast didn't show. Ali's hands were trembling before the opening bell. His speech was slurred during the pre-fight interview. His reflexes, once supernatural, were gone. And according to medical records obtained years later, Ali had already been experiencing symptoms of neurological damage for over a decade, possibly as early as 1966. The question isn't why did Ali fight Larry Holmes? It's why, for 15 years, did everyone around him, trainers, doctors, promoters, his own family, watch his brain deteriorate and let him keep fighting? Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. was born January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, a segregated southern city where black children drank from different fountains and attended different schools. His father, Cassius Sr., was a sign painter and frustrated artist. His mother, Odessa, was a domestic worker. They were working class, proud, and protective. At 12, Cassius's bicycle was stolen. Furious, he told a police officer, Joe Martin, that he wanted to whoop whoever took it. Martin, who trained boxers at a local gym, told him, "You better learn how to fight first." Cassius walked into the gym. He never left. By 18, he'd won 2 national Golden Gloves titles and an Olympic gold medal in Rome, 1960. He returned to Louisville a hero, then was refused service at a whites-only restaurant. The humiliation burned. He threw his gold medal into the Ohio River, or so the legend goes. He turned professional immediately, trained relentlessly, and predicted his victories in rhyming verse, "I am the greatest." Critics called him arrogant. He called it confidence. In 1964, at 22, he faced Sonny Liston for the heavyweight championship. Liston was a terrifying mob-connected destroyer who dismantled Floyd Patterson twice. Cassius was a 7-1 underdog. He won in 7 rounds when Liston refused to come out of his corner. Cassius Clay was heavyweight champion of the world. The next day, he announced he'd joined the Nation of Islam. Days later, he changed his name, Muhammad Ali. The name change enraged white America. The Vietnam War was escalating. In 1966, Ali was drafted. He refused to serve. "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong. No Viet Cong ever called me nigger." It was the most politically explosive statement an athlete had ever made. He was stripped of his title, banned from boxing, convicted of draft evasion, sentenced to 5 years in prison. He appealed. For 3.5 years, 1967 to 1970, Ali couldn't fight. His prime, ages 25 to 28, was stolen. He became a symbol for black pride, for anti-war resistance, for standing on principle no matter the cost. But the cost was real. Financially, physically, mentally, Ali paid. In 1970, his conviction was overturned by the Supreme Court. He returned to boxing. In 1971, he fought Joe Frazier in the fight of the century. Ali lost. In 1974, he fought George Foreman in Zaire, the Rumble in the Jungle, and won, reclaiming the title at 32 through cunning, endurance, and his famous rope-a-dope strategy. In 1975, he fought Frazier again in the Thrilla in Manila, a brutal war that left both men hospitalized. Ali won. But something had changed. His speed was gone. His reflexes dulled. He took punches he used to slip effortlessly. Friends noticed his speech slowing. He'd repeat himself. His hands shook. But Ali kept fighting. Because that's what Ali did. He fought. By 1980, Ali had been retired, then unretired, multiple times. He'd lost to Leon Spinks in 1978, then beaten him in a rematch. He'd announced retirement again. Then came the Holmes fight. But money. Ali had earned over $60 million in his career but spent recklessly: gifts, loans, entourage, ex-wives, causes. He needed money. Promoter Don King offered him $8 million to fight Holmes. Ali's doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, had resigned years earlier, warning Ali to stop. His longtime trainer, Angelo Dundee, was worried but loyal. His wife, Veronica, begged him not to fight. Ali ignored them all. He believed he could still win. He believed in his own myth. The training camp was a disaster. Ali struggled to lose weight. He took prescription thyroid medication to speed his metabolism, later revealed to have weakened him severely. Sparring partners said he looked slow, hittable old. His hands trembled noticeably. A Nevada State Athletic Commission doctor examined him before the fight and cleared him. Either negligence or corruption. The fight should never have been sanctioned. But it was. And Ali, always the showman, acted confident. He predicted victory. He talked trash. But privately, those close to him saw fear in his eyes. October 1, 1980, the night before the fight. Ali sits alone in his hotel room. He's trembling. He tells his assistant, Bundini Brown, "I'm tired, Bundini. Real tired." Bundini asks if he wants to cancel. Ali shakes his head. "Can't. People paid to see me." The next day he steps into the ring. The bell rings. And for 10 brutal rounds, the world watches Muhammad Ali, the greatest fighter who ever lived, get destroyed. October 2, 1980. Caesar's Palace. Round 1 begins. Ali moves slowly, flat-footed. Holmes circles, jabs, probes. Ali tries to dance but can't. His legs are gone. By round 2, Holmes is landing at will. Ali's head snaps back. He covers up, shell defense, absorbing punches. The crowd is silent. This isn't a fight, it's an execution. Between rounds, Angelo Dundee wipes Ali's face. "You gotta let your hands go, champ." Ali nods. He can't. His reflexes won't fire. His brain can't send the signals fast enough. Round 4. Holmes lands a right-hand flush. Ali's mouthpiece flies out. He staggers but doesn't fall. The referee checks him. Ali insists he's fine. Round 6. Ali barely throws a punch. He's a heavy bag now. Holmes, visibly uncomfortable, later admits he was crying inside the ring, forced to pummel his idol, his mentor, for 10 rounds while the world watched. Round 9. Ali's face is grotesque, swollen, bleeding, unrecognizable. Angelo Dundee begs him to stop. Ali shakes his head. One more round. Round 10. After the bell, Dundee waves the referee over. "That's it. It's over." Ali tries to protest. Dundee cuts him off. "No, champ. We're done." The fight is stopped. Larry Holmes by corner stoppage. Ali leaves the ring slowly, head down, humiliated. He retires again, this time for real, he says. But 15 months later, in December 1981, he fights one more time. Trevor Berbick in the Bahamas, an unsanctioned disaster called the Drama in Bahama. Ali loses a 10-round decision. He's slow, weak, a shadow. He retires for the final time. He was 39 years old. He'd fought 71 times professionally. He'd been hit in the head, conservatively estimated, over 200,000 times in sparring and fights combined. The damage was done. Irreversible. And now, finally, unavoidable. In 1984, Ali was diagnosed with Parkinson's syndrome. Though some doctors believed it was actually pugilistic Parkinsonism, brain damage caused by repeated head trauma. His hands shook. His speech slowed to a whisper. His movement became stiff, shuffling. He couldn't write his own name. For the next 32 years, Muhammad Ali lived with the consequences of his greatness. He became a symbol again, not of strength this time, but of cost. The cost of glory. The cost of pride. The cost of fighting past the point when you should stop. On June 3, 2016, Ali died of septic shock at a hospital in Scottsdale, Arizona. He was 74 years old. But in many ways, the man the world knew as Muhammad Ali had died decades earlier, somewhere between the thriller in Manila and the beating in Vegas, somewhere in the accumulation of punches that stole his voice, his movement, his brain. The funeral was held in Louisville, the city that once refused to serve him. Over 100,000 people lined the streets. Will Smith, Billy Crystal, and Lennox Lewis were pallbearers. President Obama delivered a eulogy. The world mourned, not just a boxer, but an icon who transcended sport. Ali had been more than a fighter. He was a poet, a prophet, a revolutionary who used his fists and his words to challenge power, racism, injustice. He sacrificed his career for his beliefs. He paid with his body for his greatness. And in the end, he became a cautionary tale. The Holmes fight, specifically, became a turning point in boxing ethics. It exposed the cruelty of the sport, how promoters, commissions, and even loved ones can enable a fighter's destruction for profit or loyalty. Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, who quit Ali's team in 1977, later wrote, "I told him his kidneys were damaged, his reflexes shot. I begged him to stop. He fired me." Angelo Dundee, in interviews before his death, admitted, "I should have stopped it sooner. Not just Holmes, I should have stopped him years earlier. But Ali wouldn't listen. And I loved him too much to force it." The question of brain damage, when it started, how severe, how preventable, remains debated. Studies suggest Ali showed signs as early as 1966, after brutal fights with Ernie Terrell and Cleveland Williams. The exile years may have saved him from further immediate damage, but his comeback fights, especially against Frazier and Foreman, involved absorbing inhuman punishment. The rope-a-dope strategy, where Ali leaned on the ropes and let opponents punch themselves out, was brilliant tactically but devastating neurologically. He chose to be hit. He chose accumulation over avoidance. And his brain paid the price. Ali's children inherited complicated legacies. His daughter Layla became a boxer, undefeated, world champion, and retired healthy, having learned from her father's mistakes. His son, Muhammad Ali Jr., struggled with poverty and his father's shadow. His wife, Lonnie, became his caretaker and the guardian of his image, transforming him from a controversial figure into a universally beloved symbol of courage. The Muhammad Ali Center in Louisville teaches peace, social justice, and respect, values Ali embodied even when his body betrayed him. But the Holmes fight lingers. Footage is hard to watch. It's not competitive, it's sad. It's a legend being dismantled in real time, round by round, punch by punch. And everyone knew. The commentators knew. The crowd knew. Holmes knew. But no one stopped it until round 10. Because Ali was Ali. Because we wanted to believe he could still be magic. Because stopping him meant admitting the greatest was mortal. And we weren't ready for that truth. But the truth came anyway, in trembling hands and slurred speech, and a body that moved like it was trapped in invisible chains. Muhammad Ali gave everything to boxing. And boxing took everything from him. The 15-year decline wasn't a mystery. It was a choice. His choice and ours, to let it happen. We loved him too much to save him. And that's the tragedy no one wants to admit. Some stories end. Legends don't. This is CLS.